Today I'm gonna be working mostly on these aeoniums. I'm gonna try to fill their base to make it a lot better, just like the one on the left, because I'm not liking how they look like after I chopped them off in November last year. I'm also gonna try to work on other succulents that needs caring. I have a lot of small aeoniums that I can fill up their base. I think in the future I might cut them halfway because I'm not liking the way how they look anyway. I'm going to use these small aeoniums to fill up the base of the arrangement. I'm starting with this first one. I added more soil on the top and add fertilizer to the base. I mix the soil before I plant the small aeoniums. Here's the final reveal of the first pot, first arrangement. It looks good for now. Here are the other small aeoniums that I'm going to be using for this second pot. I added more soil to this arrangement because the aeonium is too deep. And this is the outcome of the arrangement, and I added this top dressing nice blue color. I like that. My friend gave that to me. This is my third one, and those small aeoniums I got from my garden, and I just laid it on top for now to find out how many I need. I added fertilizer before I planted the small aeoniums. This is the final arrangement, and it is looking a lot better. This is my third one. This is my fourth aeonium that I'm going to be adding smaller aeoniums on the base of the arrangement. I got this in my garden, the aeoniums, and I was propagating them, and they are rooted now, so I can use them to fill up the base of this aeoniums. Hopefully they will all look better after I'm done, but I still don't like the height of the other ones. Some of them are too tall, and this is the final of this arrangement. It's looking a lot better. I put top dressing so that it will hold the small aeoniums because it was kind of loose. Now it looks better. This is my fifth one, and as you can see, the aeoniums is too deep, so I had to pull it up a little bit, and I had to trim those stems because they look like they are not producing any pups, so I cut them and hoping that they will produce puffs, because it doesn't look like they were producing puffs, and they are one-sided and it didn't look nice. So by cutting it, hopefully they'll produce puffs. And this is one of the Aeoniums that I might cut because it's too tall and it's not doing a service to the succulent. Plus, it looks ugly being too tall. So I might cut it right above that stem that's sticking out, that one stem sticking out there. I might cut it here or up there and plant it by itself. Then I'll have more Aeoniums if I cut them. I might cut 2 or 3 of my Aeoniums because they're too tall and I don't like them too tall. And this is my plumeria that I got from my sister cutting, and I finally planted it. I was surprised. It was still looking good. It didn't get rotten or anything. I'm not familiar with plumeria, but they have beautiful flowers, and I think that's what they use for Hawaiian lace. So hopefully it will grow for me. It'll probably take me years before I'll get some flowers from this plumeria. And these are my struggling cacti that I haven't really potted. I just left them where they were. So here they are now, potted, and hopefully they'll become green and better looking after they are potted in this fresh soil. And this is too big, and I wasn't able to put it in the previous arrangement, so I put it in a pot by itself. Hopefully it'll grow nicely. And here are the cacti in my greenhouse, and I also put the plumeria. This one, I'm not sure what the name of this. I just took a video. It was struggling. It survived in the winter. I really like the rosette of it, but I don't like how it's growing like this one here. I don't like this leggy succulents. So when they grow bigger, those rosettes, I'm gonna cut them up and include them in an arrangement, and then leave the stems of this. The stems will produce babies. If I see that the stems will not produce babies, then I'll just throw it away. And these cactus have a real sharp thorns, and it poked me, and it was so painful. These are some of the leaf propagation from last summer. From leaves, and they survived the winter. And this is my hanging succulent that survived the winter. It's the only one. And here are some more cacti that survived the winter. And I'm gonna be putting them in one arrangement so that I have more room. And these are winter hardy cactus. They're only one kind. This is the only one kind of cactus. And they're very hardy. They survive the winter. They have beautiful yellow flowers though. When they bloom, it's beautiful. And I think they will start to bloom soon. I'm putting them around my big tree in case somebody comes into my garden and they'll get poked. This one has a really tiny thorn, but it's so dangerous. It's so painful when you think they don't have thorns, but they do. It's very deceiving. You can hardly see their thorns, but once you touch them, be careful. And this is my succulent arrangement a month or two ago with my first figurine. It's beautiful still. I try to remove the flowers because they tend to attract mealybugs, I heard. This arrangement still looks beautiful. No dead succulents that I found. And when I do make arrangement, I like it crowded, tight. I don't like to see the soil. So that is beautiful still. So these are all my Aeoniums that I worked on today. And I think maybe in the fall or maybe end of summer, I'm gonna chop these tall ones because I don't like the look of it. I might chop those 3 or maybe 4 of them. That way I can have more succulents, more Aeoniums. Here they are. They look okay, but I'd rather have them shorter.